Welcome to the 96th annual NBA All Star MLB All Star Game from the birthplace of our country, Philadelphia. Right now, Jennifer Hudson is singing America the Beautiful, and then she will perform the stars. We will get the anthem, the line. With a lot of teams down to 65 to 66 games left, after tonight, we're going to see where everyone stands that's still in the thick of the race. Tonight's lineups. Dylan Cease of the Toronto Blue Jays will pitch against Christopher Sanchez of the Philadelphia Phillies to start off. Leading off for the AL, center fielder from the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, Mike Trout. Yordan Alvarez of the Houston Astros at DH. Catcher of the Athletics, Shea Langeliers, batting third. Junior Caminero of the Devil Rays, the Rays playing third and batting fourth. Bobby Witt Jr. of Kansas City will be playing shortstop. Cody Bellinger of the Yankees in right, bat sixth. Ben Rice will play first base and bat seventh. Riley Green of the Detroit Tigers in left, bats eighth. And Ernie Clement bats ninth from Toronto. For the NL, it's Kyle Schwarber DHing and leading off from the hometown Phillies. Then the New York Mets, Juan Soto. Freddie Freeman of the Los Angeles Dodgers bats in first base, plays first base and will bat third. Cleanup man will be shortstop C.J. Abrams of the Washington Nationals. Max Muncy from the Dodgers bats fifth. He'll play third base. Ozzie Albies of the Atlanta Braves will bat sixth, playing second. Brandon Marsh of the Phillies will be in right. Andy Pages of the Dodgers in center, batting eighth. And batting ninth and starting the game catching, Drake Baldwin of the Atlanta Braves. And it's nice to see the players back in their default jerseys their team jerseys instead of those crappy and very tacky generic NL and AL uniforms. Is that Cliff Lee? Let's meet the teams. Let's start with the reserve players. From the A's, Nick Kurtz. From the Baltimore Orioles, catcher Anthony Rutskin. From the Boston Red Sox, outfielder Cesar Rafaela. First baseman Wilson Contreras. He's getting put. And pitcher Aroldis Chapman. From the Chicago White Sox, first baseman Munetaka Murakami. Third baseman Miguel Vargas. And outfielder Tristan Peters. From the Cleveland Guardians, pitcher Cade Smith. Second baseman, Estes Bazana. And pitcher Parker Messick. From the Detroit Tigers, shortstop Isaiah Kanakalefa. Catcher Dylan Dinger. And in his 10th and final All Star game, pitcher Justin Verlander. Still gets boos. From the Kansas City Royals, pitcher Michael Wacha. From the Minnesota Twins, outfielder Byron Buxton. And pitcher Joe Ryan. From the New York Yankees, pitcher Cam Schlittler. From the Seattle Mariners, outfielder Randy Rosarena. From the Tampa Bay Rays, designated hitter and Yandy Diaz. Catcher Nick Martinez. Pitcher Ryan Frankert. And Drew Reflison, pitcher. From the Texas Rangers, pitcher Jacob Lax. And from the Toronto Blue Jays, pitcher Lewis Varley. The coach for the AL. Manager of the Twins, Derek Shelton. And managing the American League from the 2025 AL champion Toronto Blue Jays, John Schneider. And now the reserves for the NL. From the Arizona Diamondbacks, Corbin Carroll and Edgardo Rodriguez. From the Atlanta Braves, pitcher Rafael Iglesias. First baseman Matt Olson. And pitcher Chris Sale. From the Chicago Cubs, outfielder Peter Crow Armstrong. From the Cincinnati Reds, pitcher Chase Burns. And third baseman Sal Stewart. From the Colorado Rockies, catcher Hunter Goodwin. From the Los Angeles Dodgers, pitcher Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Mr. Justin Robuski. From the Miami Marlins, pitcher shortstop Otto Lopez. And pitcher Max Myers. From the Milwaukee Brewers, catcher William Contreras. And pitcher Jacob Mizorowski. From your Philadelphia Phillies, first baseman Bryce Harper. And pitcher Jesus Luzardo. And closer Johan Duran. From the Pittsburgh Pirates, pitcher Paul Skeens. And pitcher Braxton Ashcraft. From the San Diego Padres, pitcher Mason Miller. From the San Francisco Giants, second baseman Luis Arraez. and pitcher Logan Webb. From the St. Louis Cardinals, home run derby champion outfielder Jordan Walker. And designated hitter Ivan Herrera, who will take the place of Shohei Ohtani tonight. And Logan O'Brien. From the Washington Nationals, pitcher Foster Griffin. And outfielder James Wood. Honorary coaches from the St. Louis Cardinals, Oliver Marmol. And from your Philadelphia Phillies, Don Mattingly. The manager for the NL All Stars, from the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers, Dave Roberts. First for the American League, leading off and playing center field from the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. First, the manager from the Toronto Blue Jays, John Schneider. Leading off and playing center field from the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, center field, Mike Trout. Cute. Batting second and DHing from the Houston Astros, Yordan Alvarez. Nice. A constitution with a quill and a pen to sign for the lineups. Cute. Batting third from the Athletics, catcher Shane Langoliers, who is in the bullpen. Batting cleanup from the Tampa Bay Rays, third baseman Junior Caminero. Batting fifth from the Kansas City Royals and playing shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. Batting sixth for the New York Yankees, playing right field, Cody Bellinger. Batting seventh and also from the New York Yankees, playing first base, Ben Rice. Batting eighth, playing left field from the Detroit Tigers, Riley Green. Batting ninth, playing second base from the Toronto Blue Jays, Ernie Clement. And the man to start the game in the bull and warming up in the bullpen, the starting pitcher for the American League All Stars from the Toronto Blue Jays, Dylan Cease. And now let's meet the NL All Stars. First, the manager from the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers, Dave Roberts. Leading off and designated hitting from your Philadelphia Phillies, Kyle Schwarber. Batting second and playing left field from the New York Mets, Juan Soto. Yeah, I figured you get booed out of the building at CBP. But then again, so would the next couple of guys. Batting third from the Los Angeles Dodgers, playing first base, Freddie Freeman. Batting fourth and playing shortstop from the Washington Nationals, C.J. Abrams. Batting fifth and playing third base from the Los Angeles Dodgers, Max Muncy. Batting sixth from the Atlanta Braves, second baseman, Ozzie Albies. Batting seventh from your Philadelphia Phillies, right fielder, Brandon Marsh. Batting eighth, center fielder from the Los Angeles Dodgers, Andy Pages. And batting ninth in the bullpen, warming up from the Atlanta Braves, catcher Drake Baldwin. And the man warming up in the bullpen, the starting pitcher from your Philadelphia Phillies, Christopher Sanchez. England against Argentina in the other semifinal. We saw a bit of an upset today when France got shut out by the Spaniards, who continue to blank teams. Yankees and Dodgers this Saturday. I'll see if I'm up to it. And we are back at CBP as we're about to hear the anthems.
As we welcome a special group to present this evening's colors from the Military District of Washington, the Joint Armed Forces Color Guard and drummers from the West Point Band. Star-Spangled Banner, we welcome two-time Grammy Award-winning artist, Philadelphia's own, the godmother of soul,
Patti LaBelle. And I think the 2030 game will be our 100th anniversary of this event. They're going to hold the 2030 All Star Game. I know in 27 it's going to be in Chicago. Having it in San Francisco in 28, I can live with that. Especially since you can't do it in Los Angeles due to the Olympics happening there in California in a couple of the Summer Olympics. I mean, like I said, I know next year it'll be in Chicago. Oriole Park or Yankee Stadium. Where would you want it in 2029? Why an 11-day break? Summer Olympics. Oh, that makes sense.
Always been one of the greatest safe to announce their social anime Matsuri has always been one of them.
Get exceptional offers at your local Audi dealer during the Summer of Audi sales event.
Hey, go buy Dad's book. Hey guys, Lana Silva here.
Really looking forward to Rise Up Con.
Exact on time.
I'm yours.
Pizza's Egg returns July 28th. On Fox. Anywhere else, right at America's 250th in this great sports city. It's been 30 years since Philadelphia has hosted the All Star Game back in '96. You started that game and won it for the National League. 30 years? It's been 30 years. I had a blast then. Somebody's going to have a blast tonight. The All Star Game is perfect timing for these players. We've had a World Cup here. The team's on fire. The city's on fire. Somebody's going to have a moment tonight. The defending champion Dodgers and these host Phillies leading the way with 6 All-Stars apiece. And, a month into the season, it looked like this All-Star Game was going to be all they really had to get excited about this year. But they make the managerial change.
Hi, everybody. My name is Vic Mignogna, and
They really are, and they're dangerous, and they're led by a crew that has shown up here.
Rise Up, baby, rise!
This team has had the last 2 months. 6 guys getting a chance to play in the
Brandon Marsh, Kyle Schwarber, Bryce Harper, Chris Sanchez, Yon Duran, and Jesus Luzardo for Philly.
June 27th to 29th, Rise Up Con in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, going up. So excited. Hi, everybody.
So, they gave my slot to Firo. Expected a jerk.
It's called Wing. You think that
Now, Henry's chaos makes Peter's perfection look like something, while Peter's goody two-shoes act makes Henry feel like the rebel he wants to be. Peter won't be having a real audience for his perfection act, which means he's no reason to keep doing it the way he used to do. Reddit posts even just to keep getting noticed. Your band? He at least has Tiny Ted and Goody Gordon to be insufferable with as a group.
Hold on a minute, Peter. I mean, Chief Best Boy. Maybe he's telling the truth. Oh,
Badly behaved kids for them to be defining themselves again. So Peter would likely need to get used to it. Last.
let's have some daisies.
Not now, Peter.
That is just a smaller problem. The much bigger one is what happened to him at home. Here's where we have to talk about something that really actually holds the rest together. Because without this part, nothing else would really land. Mum and Dad's entire emotional condition in the show runs entirely on having a scapegoat. And that scapegoat is Henry, who they blame for pretty much everything that goes wrong in their lives. The most famous example of this is the traffic jam scene, where Dad literally blames Henry for the traffic.
Ugh, I can't believe we're in this traffic jam now. This is all your fault, Henry. Did you hear me, Henry?
Henry, listen to your father.
We have brought this scene up in another video already, and we are bringing it up again, because we still can't believe that these are real words that came out of a grown man's mouth. Whenever Mum or Dad have a stressful moment, their response is to turn around and dump it on Henry.
Don't be horrid, Henry.
There's a whole body of psychology.
Right, me?
Don't tell lies, Henry.
Parents can't deal with directly. And once that somebody exists, family kind of forgets how to exist without them. So when you take Henry out of this picture, all of that emotional pressure that he was absorbing has nowhere to go. Well, I mean, it doesn't magically disappear just because Henry's gone. It sits there inside Mum and Dad until they find someone else to dump it onto. And guess who that is going to be? Peter. This is the part of the timeline where things would start going sideways in ways that even Peter himself wouldn't see coming. Because Mum and Dad would not consciously decide to start treating Peter the way that they treated Henry. They would just start doing it without thinking about it in the same exact way that they used to do it with Henry. They used to do it to Henry without thinking about it. The signs would probably show up first in moments where Mum and Dad already have a short fuse. Those moments. With Henry no longer in their lives, that snap has to land somewhere, and it's obviously going to be.
Wherever life takes you, whenever you need us.
Then it will shift to not to acting, and after that, it will eventually shift to things that have nothing to do with Peter at all, which is exactly the same pattern they use with Henry. And a wild one is that parents will probably not realise that they're even doing it. Now, this is where things get particularly dark and where these comments are. Yes, she was 100% genuinely think somebody should. Well, that's something that people need to be worried about when Henry is no longer there. In the actual show, Mum and Dad say the phrase, don't be horrible, so often that it might as well be a second name for it.
Don't breathe.
That kind of reflex doesn't just go away, because that word is absolutely pronounced and land on Peter. The kid who spent his entire life being told he's perfect would hear himself called horrible for the first time ever. And that would probably break something quite fast. Most people who watch the show would agree that Peter is not looking to find the kind of treatment that Henry is. Because Henry developed thick skin in years of teenage, while Peter has no support. So Peter would definitely start cracking evil. The acting out would likely be smaller than Henry's was at first, since Peter wouldn't have the same instinct for it, but it would still have something related to this.
Now, I'm
show itself, how can he stay perfect?
Get your grubby little mitt off my car.
Hi, Chris.
Mike from Millville, welcome home. You're a 12-time All Star, but this is the first time you'll play in one with your sons Becca and Jordy getting a chance to watch you play. Returning to
Would probably be the one to move out. And Mum is at work most evenings, so the house is quiet in a way that no kid should ever have to sit in. And Peter has run out of things to organise. All those gold stars to check, and he's just there on his bed. He would sit on his bed for a long time, not knowing what to do. That's probably what would happen if you took Horrid Henry out of his family. The kid that Mum and Dad had spent years calling Horrid was probably the only reason their household worked at all. He was the excuse all rolled into one person, and without him, all of those things would have come out and taken the whole family down with them. So, what should be the next what if not fair studio should work? What if Perfect Peter was never born and we watched Henry try to be the only child in the house? Or what if Louis Larson was never born and we
friends. Viva la France. But
On Bastille Day, they lose too. How ironic.
going to play for the title, beating France 2-0 in a semifinal in Dallas. Final is Sunday in New Jersey. Spain will play the winner of Wednesday's semifinal in Argentina. Spain was bullish on defense again in 7 World Cup matches and has given up just 1 goal, including this improbable shutout of Kylian Mbappe. France had been my pick to win this World Cup, but alas, their trip in. France will play Saturday in the third-place final. That is in Miami against the loser of Argentina. Mbappe still leads the full league standings, but Messi still has at least 1 more match for Argentina. More to come Wednesday after the England-Argentina. TikTok apparently loves them.
We are looking for motivation.
Your favorite Naruto characters' phase transformation. Naruto Uzumaki. Sasuke Uchiha. Shikamaru.
To play this All Star Game for this crowd.
Yeah, it's the best. These are the best fans in the world.
Hinata
They show up
Hyuga.
for us every night. We love them more than anything, and we appreciate it so much. So, dream come true being here.
You mentioned the fans. This is your house. These are your people. What is it that makes this place so special?
Blue collar, hard work mentality. They fight every day to be great, but we got to do the same thing out here on the field, and we appreciate them as much as they appreciate us.
Bryce, thanks. Have a great night. Trip back to you.
Let's play ball. First pitch is fouled off, 0-1. One. Low and away, 2-1. Low and in, 2-1. Two-one pitch. Driven foul behind down the first baseline and foul into the 4 straight sinkers so far for Sanchez. Active home run leaders. Trout is second all time of active home run leaders. Trout is number 2 at 422, 34 behind Giancarlo Stanton at 456. Do I think either of them will get to the 500 club? Not likely. Fouled off again. Got him swinging, 1 down. Gone with the changeup, with the sinker, with a dead center changeup, with a low and in changeup, middle low changeup. Here comes Jordan Alvarez, who leads the American League, 31 homers, 70 RBIs, 318 batting average. Sanchez has got to be careful here, and he throws a sinker outside. Ball 1. Swing and a miss, 1-1. One pitch. Ground ball through the hole, base hit in the center. And Jordan Alvarez will stop at first with a 1-out single as Paez scoops it up. Here goes Shea Langoliers of the A's. Keep in mind, the A's have one more year in Sacramento, one more year of squatters' rights after the season in Sacramento before they can officially move to Vegas. First pitch, change up high and out, 1-0. That one goes too high and outside. Three and 0, just missed. Sanchez having trouble with his command in the early going. 3-0 pitch. High and away, ball high and out, ball 4. Yeah. In his first few, since 2023, Sanchez has really brought his ERA down. 3.44 in 23, 3.32 in 24. Had his best season last year and is on pace to eclipse that this year. First pitch, swing and a miss by Caminero, 1-1. Went after the slider. A pitch he doesn't use all that often. One. 2-1. High chop, slow chopper. Sanchez will grab it, throw up the bag, and just barely gets him as the throw initially took Freeman off first base. He managed to get his foot back in time, but that moves Alvarez to third and Langeliers to second. There was no way they were going to pull a double playoff with where that ball was. Just got back in time. Up next, Bobby Witt Jr. of Kansas City. First pitch to Witt is fouled off on slider that is fouled off down the third baseline, 0-1. Witt leads the AL with 30 stolen bases. Don't let that 286, 13, and 39 fool you. He's one of the fastest base stealers in the American League. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Oh, 2 is outside, 1-2. Witt wasn't going to bite on that pitch again. He went with the changeup, but out away, and again, Witt's just not going to bite. 1-2 pitch. Tries to go outside again, goes there again, and again, Witt's not going to bite. 2-2. If you're Mattingly, 21 pitches, 1 inning in the first inning alone, I think this is where you got to get, when this inning is over, you got to get Sanchez out of there. 2-2 pitch. 3-2. Been a little too reliant on off speed. I think now you got to switch to the sinking fastball, into the sinker. Bellinger's on deck. And if you walk Witt or let him clear the bags, that's not where you want to be. I mean, I get it. Sanchez's first All Star game. It's in front of his home team town and crowd of Philadelphia. And that goes outside, ball 4. Went with the changeup again. He is just spamming off speed. He's going to need high speed if he's going to get out of this. And at this point, you know Don Mattingly's not going to let him go out there for the second inning. Cody Bellinger spent his time in the Cubs, with the Dodgers, and here he is as a Yankee. Only the second time he's ever gone to the All-Star game as Baldwin goes out to the mound to try to calm Sanchez down. First pitch, sinking fastball down the first base line, but it's going to go foul, 0-1. Swing and a miss, went after the sinker, a wet in on him, 0-2. And this is what I was asking. Why the hell was Sanchez being cute with off-speed shit the last couple of batters? Not to mention his command has been a little off tonight so far. 0-2 pitch. Just missed, 1-2. you're Baldwin, you don't want that ball getting behind you. You got Witt at first, Caminero at second, Langoliers at second, Alvarez at first. Changeup nearly hits Bellinger, 2-2. '28th pitch to Sanchez at the middle, base hit. That's going to bring home 2. Alvarez is in. Langoliers behind him. He'll score 2-0 American League right off the bat. Witt goes to third. That's a consequence of getting too cute and trying to go to the outside when you're not going to get that call with the pitch it. Going too far in or too far out. Bellinger will get the first 2 runs of the game. Will be given the first 2 RBIs. Here comes Ben Rice, who's been the best hitter for the Yankees, with Judge out of commission. First pitch, stares at and misses, 0-1. I mean, if that's not a telltale sign that they're not going to let, that Mattingly's not going to let Sanchez pitch the second, you can't blame him. Coming into tonight, 29 home runs, 68 RBIs, number 2 in most categories in the AL is Ben Rice. Up the middle again, base hit. That's going to score another one. 3-0 AL. And this is not what you want to see if you're the NL. Constantly, for the better part of the last 2 decades, the National League has been on the back foot in the All Star Game. They've only won. It's only recently they started to pick something up by winning 2 of the last 3 as O'Brien warms up in the bullpen. If you're the hometown boy, this is not what you wanted to do. 30 pitches in your first inning in the All Star Game, and you're already 8 men deep into the batting order for the American League. Up next from the Detroit Tigers, Riley Green. Those 2 walks really hurt. By being screwball fancy, really hurt Sanchez here. That one's fouled off, 0-1. One and one. As much as I tend to root for the National League, I think the American League's got the upper hand this year. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss by Green, 1-2. Even when the National League team wins the World Series, they almost never won the World Series in the time since I've been keeping tabs on baseball. Green swings and misses, and Sanchez finally gets out of the inning, but not before 3 runs, 3 hits, 2 walks, and 2 stranded. Dylan Cease will finally get his turn on the mound. He'll face Schwarber, Soto, and Freeman to start.
Illinois, where his Daytona Jack does all the heavy lifting. His Hercules Impact wrench makes quick work of tough jobs. And his Icon torque wrench keeps every bolt honest. Nico demands affordable tools that don't quit because he never quits until the job's done. Harbor Freight, built for tool people like me. Trip, with one full-size advertising always. Only at Applebee's. Bring it back for our starting lineup nationally, sponsored by Papa John's. And it looks like this with Kyle Schwarber leading off. Locks up that second in left field for a frequent consecutive All Star Game, followed by CJ Abrams. Next comes the always Brandon Marsh. Hitting Montes and Trey Palmer, rounding things out for the National League against Dylan Cease.
Dylan Cease for the Blue Jays has had somewhat of a been somewhat wishy-washy since leaving San Diego, but I think he's better off here. Let's see if Kyle Schwarber can get a Schwarber bomb. Lead the National League in homers, but not in ribbies. That's for sure. First pitch, going fastball, big cut, and he missed it. 0-1. Whiffs another heater, 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch. Here it comes. Got a piece of that one, but that's going back behind the plate and foul. Owen, we'll do it again. One and two. Sinker has popped up. And Langoliers is not going to have a play on this one. Over the netting and into the seats, 1 and 2. Cease leads the American League in strikeouts with 148. Don't let the 6-4 record fool you. Two and two. Got him chasing the slider low and away. 1 down. Wanso up next. Has Cease pitch him. Gonna go with the knuckle curveball to start over the middle, and so it doesn't bite. 0-1. It doesn't take a hack cut at it. 0-1. I mean, when you consider how bad the Mets have been this year, Soto's confidence has been somewhat rocked. 0-1 pitch. Another changeup, and again, Soto doesn't bite. 0-2, despite the fact it's in the zone. So Cease has gotten ahead of his first 2 batters. That's fouled off. Cease throws a heater, and Soto swings and misses. Strike 3. Well, if you're Dylan Cease in the American League All-Stars, so far so good. You've only thrown about a third of the pitches, and at worst, you're going to throw about half of what it took for Christopher Sanchez to get out of this inning. You're facing 3 of the most dangerous hitters over the last 10 years in the National League. Changeup, big cut by Freeman, and he misses 0-1. Freeman, this is his 8th straight appearance in the All-Star game. Sinker fouled off to the left. 0-2. Cut device. Stupid device. Fouled off again. 0-2. Hi, Nick. Not much. Blown away 1-2. I'm trying to get this damn thing to operate. I'm fine. 1-2 pitch is low. 2-2. He went to the changeup. Same pitch that got both Schwarber and Soto. I mean, that messed up Soto and Schwarber and Soto's timing. I did say at worst, you were going to throw about a third of the pitches, half the pitches it took for Sanchez to get out of the first. Freeman's fighting him off, fouls off the changeup over the middle, and we'll do it again. I'm probably going to be on here for about 3.5 hours. Stupid timing. It's fouled off. Over the netting and into the seats down the third base line. We'll do it again. Too far in, full count. Here comes the payoff. Too high upstairs. Ball 4. And it'll be C.J. Abrams of Washington up next. Second NL starting shortstop to bat cleanup. First time it happened, Ernie Banks in 1960. Interesting. First pitch is low. He doesn't go around after it. Ball 1. Tying run on deck. Ball 2. 2-0. Gonna go high sinker. Bunted foul as it hit home plate on the foul side, so 2-1. Or check swing foul. Either way, 2-1. And Cease is now about to match Sanchez's number. Abrams has 67 RBIs. That's good for third in the National League. and 20 home runs. 2-1 pitch is fouled off down the third base line over the netting and into the netting. We'll do it again. 2-2. You know, I think it's the Ohtani injury that makes it why I don't have so many people in tonight when compared to last year. 2-2 pitch. Got him swinging. 3 strikeout for Cease, but I think that's going to be the end of his night. No runs, no hits, 1 strand on a walk, first inning complete, 3-0 American League. So here's the question. You can't put Sanchez back out there. So who does Dave Roberts go to next? Stupid device. Come on. Work. Oh, now you decide to work, a piece of garbage. And we're back. On the bag, 1 down. And it looks like it's going to be Eduardo Rodriguez of the Diamondbacks, and he gets Clement to ground out to start the inning. 1 away. Justin Verlander, one of 2 pitchers to win Rookie of the Year, Cy Young, and MVP in baseball history. First pitch to Trout, second time around. 30 miles. Grew up 30 miles from Philly in Vineland, New Jersey. 1-1. In the dirt, 2-1. Three and 1. Bounced. Osby's will scoop it up, fling it to Freeman, 2 down. Jacob Mizorowski leads the majors with an ERA, WHIP, and strikeouts. Here's Alvarez again. Strike 1. Driven to left field, not deep. Soto comes on, makes a catch, inning over. So Rodriguez gets out of there pretty easily. Clean inning for the National League. Let's see what the American League can do defensively. 3-0 AL through 1.5. Parker Messick will come on to replace Cease. Messick from the Guardians. It was.
T-Mobile's network used to suck. His words. A lot of things used to suck, like cell phones the size of frozen lasagnas. But things changed. And after a giant test of millions of customers and data points, now T-Mobile has the best network. I like it a lot. Check it out for yourself. You can switch to T-Mobile from your phone in just 15 minutes and see what it means to have America's best network. Hey, dude, you'll believe where I am.
Duh. Parker Messick, 8-5 record, 5th lowest ERA in the AL at 2.73. 110 Ks, 36 walks, and a 107 whip. He'll start off against Max Muncy, the Dodgers. First pitch, popped up. That's going to stay in play. Caminero coming on. He'll make the catch. 1 down. Here's Albies. Ground ball to short, scooped up by Clement. 2 down. Or Witt, excuse me, 2 away. Here's Brandon Marsh. Fouled off. Jacob Mizorowski has thrown 670, 100 plus mile an hour pitches. Yeah, that's going to land him on the Tommy John's list in a couple of years. He's got to come up with something other than a heater. 1-1. Or at least reduce the speed on it and then straight in velocity for control and finesse if he wants to survive. Because if he keeps throwing as hard as he does, it's going to lead to the knife. Swing and miss a slider, 1-2. And when I say by the knife, I mean the surgeon's scalpel. Tommy John surgery. Two and two. Two pitch. Is fouled off. Oh, full count. That's fouled off. We'll do it again. Pay off, and he got him. Fans don't like the call, but it's still 3-0 in favor of the American League. Uh-huh. Hmm. Waiting for the third inning. The lineup set up. It looks like Riley O'Brien will come on from the St. Louis Cardinals. He'll face Langoliers, Caminero, and Witt at minimum. I'm a little shocked that that Roberts is going to St. Louis's closer this early in the game. First pitch is outside, ball one. Langoliers hits this one to right center field, and this one's going to fall for a base hit. Pontus will cut it off, and Langoliers will stop at first with a single. Ball one. Oh, and that one hit Caminero. Where'd it get him? Oh, I think he's got... Where'd this get him? Let's check the replay. Where'd that hit him? I know O'Brien didn't mean to hit him, but where'd that get Caminero? Either way, he's out of the game. Okay, let's see. Where'd this get? Looks like it's the wrist. But he's okay. Let's check the replay and see where this one hit him. Where'd this one get him? Where'd it get him? Right on the hand. Let's see. Caught him on the fingers. I thought it hit him in the face. Then again, I would have heard a more audible crack if it got him in the face. Got him in the fingers. A little pain, but he's going to be out of the game. So Leo Vargas of the Chicago White Sox will get his early start. Miguel Vargas will pinch run. Here's Witt Jr. Strike one. One and one. Two and one. Ground ball to third, force it third, over the first, got him. Double play. Or not. It's a force out. Good play by Muncy to go for the force to get the force at third. So one down. Down on Witt's chopper. Problem was the angle he took to get to where he got. Let's check this. Safe. Witt safe. And from what I saw, he was safe. NL challenging this call. History in the making. Great. The Dodgers only one of two teams in the league with an over 600 winning percentage. They have an 11.5 game lead in the West, 149 plus 149 run differential, largest in the league, and most road wins in the league at 30. Knew it. That one's foul. Bellinger hits this one to the left, down the line. Soto's near the edge of the line. Near the line, and he'll make the catch. 2 down. Two and out. 1-1. One, two. Got him swing. Getting out of the jam is Riley O'Hearn. Or Riley O'Brien, excuse me. So one hit, one plunk, and two batters stranded. Bomb 3 coming up. 3-0. American League.
dishes are still dirty. You need a detergent that cleans your dishes and your filter. Yeah, my go-to is Cascade Platinum Plus. Only these action packs have no overcome breaking down food residue. Even on your filter, Cascade. The original. The first. A lot of beer products like that. It's not fun. Legendary taste. 96 calories. It's go-to.
You got everything you needed?
Yes, thank you.
Oh, who were you tapping for today?
Dinner for my kid, I guess.
No, when you tap your MasterCard, you have support stand-up cancer. So, where you tap? We all have something that comes to mind when we think of cancer.
Auntie Gigi.
My sister. She's fine.
When we tap at participating grocery stores and restaurants, MasterCard will donate 1 cent up to $5 million to stand up to cancer. Standing up for the people we love, priceless.
This is Michael Walker, who's in his second All Star game. His first one in 11 years. He was an All Star in 2015 with the Cardinals. He smacked the Royals. For the Dodgers, Eddie Pajes. So he
First pitch, swung and missed by Pajes, 0-1. As Kansas City Royals pitcher Michael Walker now takes the mound. 1-1. One, two. One, two, 2-2 from Waka. In the dirt, full count. Swing and a miss, strike 3 on the changeup. 1 down. Strike 1 to Baldwin. Strike 2. Got him looking. 2 down. Here comes Kyle Schwarber. 32 homers this season. Fastest Philly to hit 30 homers before the break. 5th player all time with 30 or more before the break. First pitch is fouled off by Schwarber in the second at bat. The game on 1. Ball 1. Swing and miss. 1-2. Two and two. Foul off again by Schwarber. That's foul to the backstop. We'll do it again. Two pitch. Check swing. Foul. We'll do it again. Oh. Ripped and caught on the line on a grounder, inning over. So it seems there was some change. No, by Witt, inning over. Still nothing for the NL. Third of the way home. 3-0 in favor of the American League.
Est-ce que la France retrouverait le bloc? Queridos fútbol o soccer? Nace en algún sociedad. ¿Pueden las tradiciones sobrevivir?
Would the world be better off 4 years from now? People who never stop asking are the ones who find the answers.
Oh.
Most people think the ballpark only matters when there's a game, but for us, this is about so much more than baseball. Pulling off events for the community takes planning, hiring, payroll, and Justin makes it so easy again and again.
Jesus Luzardo now comes on. He'll face Riley Green to start the inning. Out of all the Philly starters, Luzardo has been the most hit or miss. 2-1. One and two. Got him. One down. Ground ball is short, scooped up by Muncy. The third, scooped up by Muncy. Clement's down on the throw. Shot by Trout, caught by Muncy on the bounce. Inning over. Nothing across yet again for the AL, but they're still up 3-0. Can the NL do something? It'll be Soto, Freeman, and Abrams up next. Contreras has come into play catcher for the NL. As we mentioned, Vargas in to play third for the American League after their Caminero got hit on the hand in the top of the third. So August 13th is when the schedules get released. And it'll be Joe Ryan of the Twins coming on the pitch. Fourth in the AL in strikeouts at 128. He'll face Soto to start the inning. Ball one. Two no. Foul off 2-1. Two-one pitch to Soto. Up the middle, base hit! And Soto's got the first hit for the National League. So negative in terms of the damage on Caminero. That means it's basically a bruise on the bone. He'll have to sit a few days, at least 1 or 2 games at minimum. Riley Freeman up next. First pitch, and Freddie Freeman up next, and he takes a knuckle curve, strike 1. Aside from Freeman and Soto, Freeman's the only other guy that's gotten on base for the NL, and it was on a walk in the first inning. Big cut and miss at a fastball on the outer edge, 1-1, 0-2. Foul off. One, two. Got him swinging on the knuckle curve, 1 away. Big cut and miss by Abrams, 0-1. Swung under it. Come on. One, two. Two down. So they're giving up a leadoff single. Ryan has struck out the next 2 he's faced. Muncy popped up in his last at bat. Throw over to try to get Soto. He's safe. Almost got hit with the ball on the throw. Strike 1. Oh, 2. Popped up, shallow center, backing up is Witt. He'll make the catch, inning over. 1 hit and 1 stranded for the NL. Coming up, Celebrating America. After that, we go to the 5th inning. 3-0 American League.
zero sugar?
Yes.
Okay.
The smallest been an integral part of our country's 250 years. Tonight we celebrate the magic of America's pastime, bringing our country together with families and friends under the lights.
Some things are about headroom. Very few are about trust. This pastime. Nostalgia. Same game for more than a century. You take a place like that, smaller over time. Generation after generation. Things change, but baseball is always with us. It's not nostalgia. It's permanence.
And there are kids riding on bicycles onto the ball field. Dingler has now come on to catch, and Wilson Contreras to play first base for the AL. And William Contreras will come on to catch for the NL. Oh. Why? Because the Patriots are in control.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu was born when the Japanese took judo to Brazil. When North African frying traditions met Spanish dough, Spain made the churro. After Jamaicans took their sound systems to the UK, the world got punk. And this is what the world gets when 48 nations meet to play one beautiful game.
In the beginning, we traded shells for goats.
Trade crypto trade, but inside some Morgan Stanley.
What's next? Trading with aliens? Yeah, if you make it a double, I've got a long trip.
A Chewy pharmacy order is on the way from Homer, the homebody who only goes outside when nature calls. So Mom uses Chewy to get his flea and tick meds at a great price. Delivered fast, right to their door. More quality meds. For life with pets, there's Chewy.
Summer is back, along with Chipotle honey chicken, fresh grilled chicken, seared peppers, and pure honey. Chipotle heat balanced with a perfect touch of sweet. Chipotle honey chicken is back, just in time for summer.
Didn't think we're so dumb that we'll just fly into that bug zapper and die? And now this organ crowd? Yeah. Let's go, besties. Or can pass some pests.
Well, it's pretty special. MLB All Stars. America's 250th birthday in Philadelphia. Thank you, J.K. Simmons, for voicing the introduction. Which is the extended JK's new series, The West Indies, is streaming now on MLB. Today's John Smoltz and Rose Alphonse back here in Philly.
And it'll be Griffin now pitching for the NL, representing the Washington Nationals. And there goes the bat. Foul, strike one, and the bat goes further than the ball. Over Diaz. Placing Yordan Alvarez. Strike two. Hey, Diaz, hold on to the bat a little better. Jackass. Jackass. Swung and missed. Strike three. 2.70 ERA, 102 whip. Strike one. Fouled off 0-2. Well, I'm a bit of a fan of Happy Gilmore. Sue me. 0-2 to Dingler. In the dirt, 1-2. Oh, wrong. 2-2. That one ricochets off the mat. Off the. Two pitch. Got him swing. 2 down. And here comes Vargas, first at bat for him. Remember, he took the place of Caminero back in the third inning. First pitch to Vargas is upstairs, ball one. Vargas scorches one right center field. On the run is Pages. He'll make the catch. Inning over.
Could AI help people stop feeling misunderstood?
Could AI help me build more connections in the community?
Could AI help me be a better teacher, a better mom?
Maybe it'll cure some great things, things that we're not even at the cusp of understanding yet. Will it create a group of people that ask more questions? What if we started being more human again?
We don't want to lose the most beautiful parts of life. Dive into a Capri Sun for a wave of refreshment. Made with all natural ingredients and no artificial flavors or colors. Capri Sun. Coke, sip, squeeze. We can do that for you.
What, no button?
Nope. Just a prescription.
Coronavirus an effective and non-invasive colon cancer screening test. False positive and negative results may occur. Those at high risk should use colonoscopy. The job. Ask your provider.
Clothes kills 99.9% of germs and bacteria. Without smelling like it. Clothes. Clean feels good.
Right side of the Tampa Bay Rays have the best record in the American League. We're touching on a couple of hitters that are a big reason for that. The pitching staff has been awesome. They've got 3 All-Star pitchers, including Nick Martinez.
Here comes Nick Martinez of the Rays to pitch for the NL to start the fifth. He'll face Ozzie Albies, Brandon Marsh, and Andy Pages as Sal Stewart comes in for defensive purposes for the next inning from the Reds for the NL squad. First pitch to Ozzie is a high middle out cut fastball, 0-1. Kevin McGonigal will now play short, replacing Bobby Witt Jr., and Randy Rosarena goes to left to play, replacing Riley Green. Big cut and miss on the changeup, out low and away, 1-1. Matt Olson comes into play first for the break for Freddie Freeman. Soto out, Corbin Carroll in, left. Ground ball to first, scooped up by Contreras. He'll step on the bag, 1 down. World Cup semifinals continue tomorrow as England battles Argentina. Games at 3 o'clock. Will Argentina move on to their second consecutive final, or will England get back there for the first time since the 30s? Brandon Marsh. Spain waits in the wings. First pitch is tipped into the glove, 0-1. One. Like two. Yeah. Last Philly outfielder to start an All Star game, Raul Ibanez and Shane Victorino in the 09 event in St. Louis. That one gets away 2-2. Again, not that it's going to matter of any consequences. There's nobody on base. Two pitch. Upstairs, full count. That's foul off. We'll do it again. Got him swinging. 2 down. Seems there's no discipline at the plate for the NL. 9 of their first 15 at-bats have resulted in strikeouts. Guess I was right about the NL being made into a bitch again this year. Or are they trying to go a parody route with the All-Star game? I don't know. First pitch to Pajes. Low, ball 1. Ground ball up the middle. Clements with the backhand fires. Got him. What a play by Ernie Clement. As good as he is with contact with the bat, he's just as good with the glove. We go to the 6th. 3-0 AL. I mean, McGonigal, Bellinger, and Contreras due up. Rafael Iglesias will pitch the 6th, representing the Atlanta Braves. I know my just bugging to keep it down now that Aunt Lisa's getting ready to hit the sack. Philadelphia's own Boys to Men.
You find everything you needed?
Yes, thank you.
Oh, who are you tapping for today?
Dinner for my kid, I guess.
No, when you tap your MasterCard, you have support stand up to cancer. So, where are you tapping for? We all have something that comes to mind.
Lisa's. She's invited.
When you travel participating grocery stores and restaurants, MasterCard will donate one cent up to $5 million to stand up to cancer. Stay here for the people we love, priceless.
What? 3 new Toy Story 5 personal pizzas from Papa John's. Order 2 or 1 for $6.99 each. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
Nice work. That's how you make a pizza.
See Disney Pixar's Toy Story 5. Now playing only in theaters. Rated PG. Please, incorrect. Welcome to the show. No one wants to win. That's not wrong. It's not right. It's not like that. It's intelligence show. The Sixers premiere tomorrow on Fox. You continue to
So far, after that first top of the first inning, that was a nightmare for Christopher Sanchez. It's been mostly pitching that's been holding things up. And here's Rafael Iglesias of Atlanta. He's only blown one save all season, and that was recently against the Mets on July 6th, I believe. First pitch is low, ball one. PCA also goes in the center, and James Wood goes in the right. So for the end, Otto Lopez also comes on to play short. So let's see. With the exception of Kyle Schwarber, it's been a full team swap on the NL side. The only ones yet to get in are Harper, Herrera, Walker, and Goodman. Throw the first in time, one down. As Arise comes in to play second, where by contrast with the NL, McGonagall's at short, Rafal comes in to play center, Diaz in the DH, Dingler to catch, Contreras. Only two that haven't come out yet. Cody Bellinger from the Yankees in right, and Ernie Clement at second for Toronto outside. The next one's hit deep to the right left field. Tracked down by Carroll at the edge of the track. He'll make the catch, 2 down. Wilson Contreras will now take his first at bat of the Midsummer Classic. Takes a big cut at slider and misses. Strike one. One and one. One and two. Two and two. Contreras hits a sharp chop grounder in the right field, base hit. That's the first hit since the third inning for the American League. That's true. The Rangers were pretty bad in midway through 23. They turned around, won a wild card spot, and then won it all 3 years ago. And here's Randy Arozarena. Yeah, but it's been a down year for Seattle, too. I mean, this is a team that was 7 outs away. I mean, that was about 8 outs. That was 8 outs away from its first ever World Series appearance, and it screwed the pooch last year. 1-1. And it fucked it up last year in Toronto. 1-1. That's the closest they've ever gotten to making the World Series. 8 fucking outs. One is fouled back. 1-2. Ground ball to short. Lopez will just go the short route, flip it to Arise, inning over. I'll be right back. I gotta do an ass wipe.
Whether you're an athlete or a fan, getting this can be hard. A late night game for him means a late night for you too. You wake up feeling like you took a big hit on the field. When the sound becomes deafening, but all you need is silence. No matter what's getting in the way of your sleep, Mattress Firm can help find a solution. Let them repeat it so you can get back in the game. You're him.
Well, there's a lot of infection there to be screwed really well.
Sure.
Are you feeling anything? Coffee. I don't understand, but this is going very well now. Coffee. 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 Coffee.
Oh. Oof. Okay. What episode am I on at this point? First pitch is fouled off by William Contreras. Kate Smith now checks in. Fouled off to the backstop, and we'll do it again. Contreras has 97 hits, putting him in the top amongst the top hitters in the NL. Popped up, shallow right. And Bryce Peters makes the catch, and here comes Bryce Harper. So I guess I gotta listen to the Underground Railroad Part 1 tomorrow. Much to my personal disgust. Ball 1 to Bryce Harper. Big cut and miss. 1-1. Two one. Two. And challenges, they're not going to win this one. That's a strike. Even I saw it. 2-2 pitch. Strike 3. And that is 10 of 18 at-bats for the NL that have resulted in strikeouts. There is no discipline at the plate with these dimwits and with these fuckers. Strike 1 to Corbin Carroll. 0-2. 1-2. Got him swinging. We go to the 7th. Still 3-0 in the favor of the National League. Probably one of the more boring
Introducing QuickBooks with Intuit Intelligence. Ask questions to get instant answers and real-time insights that can grow your business. So whatever's holding you back, do it with Intuit QuickBooks. Afternoon showers, so the rest of the day is a wash. Showers over your house at noon, and you can literally see it end before you hit your favorite lunch spot. That's how we help you shine. Specifics matter. Turn to Pinpoint Weather.
If I had to guess,
Any car that doesn't offer that sense of control is a car that stops short of amazing.
Get special offers on select Lexus NX models.
Chevy drivers across America will do a lot in the next 5 years. But one thing they won't do is pay interest on a new Chevy. Right now, get 0% financing for 5 years on all 2026 Silverado 1500 models. With no payments for 90 days. Because you heard it this summer. Now it's time to go get it. See your Carolina Chevy dealers. Financing for 36 months plus $1,000 toward your down payment and a 2-year premium maintenance plan on select 2026 Ford vehicles.
Justin Robleski is on the pitch for the National League. He passes the first one by Travis Mazzana for strike. And a Dodger roster loaded with future Hall of Famers, loaded with household names. How about
Justin Warbleski now comes on the pitch for the NL. 0-2 the Bazana. He's Razana of the Cleveland Guardians. 1-1 to Travis Bazana. I was wondering what this guy's name was. 1-2. There you go. Yes. Trying to think. Strike one to Rafaela. 1-2. Got him swinging. Diaz takes strike one on a curveball. Oh my. Line 2. Fell off. Got him swinging. Miss America.
You've spent a lifetime opening doors. Now, one opens for you. Once Weekly Zipbound helps adults with obesity lose weight and keep it off. And now it's open to you through Medicare GLP-1 Bridge for no more than $50 a month. People taking Zipbound lost up to 48 pounds. Some lost over 58 pounds. Don't share needles or pens or reuse needles. Don't take advantage of it, or if you or someone in your family have MTC or MEN2. Tell your doctor if you get a lump or swelling in your neck. Stop Zepbound and call your doctor if you have severe stomach pain or a serious allergic reaction. Severe side effects may include inflamed pancreas or gallbladder problems. Tell your doctor if you experience vision changes before scheduled procedures with anesthesia. If you're nursing, pregnant, plan to be, or taking birth control pills. Taking Zepbound with a supplementary or insulin may cause low blood sugar. Side effects include nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can cause dehydration or worsen kidney problems. A new door opens for millions with Medicare. Ask your doctor about Zepbound. Visit zepbound.com/Medicare. Helen family vacation starting with Expedia. God knows they can bundle and save the flights, stays, and cars. Even adding last minute. Booked in no time. Expedia, the one place you go to go places.
We've all been there. You see one of these kiosks, so you can't help but stop and try to find your name on the keychain. Unfortunately, that's how it is with some insurers. They'll send you on a scavenger hunt for savings you deserve. But with Drive Easy on the contract, Safe Driving can get you a great rate that's as personalised as this keychain. They never have my name. I have an old name, Gina.
Owen Olsen. Two now. Foul off. Two and two. Foul off. Driven to center, left center, and caught. One down. Swing and miss by Lopez. 0-1. Oh, 2. Rasmussen now on them. Murakami now in the play first. Drew Rasmussen now out there, as is Adley Rushman. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Two and two. Foul off. Strike 3. Ball 1. 1-0 to Stewart. 2-0. That one just misses 3-0. Strike 1. Swung and a miss, full count. Payoff is low, ball 4. Let's see if the NL can do something with this. As Luis Ariz comes up to bat. But it looks like Schneider is going to give him the hook. Give Rasmussen the hook. And it'll be Jacob Latz coming on the pitch from the Texas Rangers. First pitch. Strike one. Upstairs 1-1. Big cut and miss again. Fouled off. 1-2 pitch. 2-2. 2-2. Gam swing. Through 7. Still 3-0. And that is now 13 strikeouts by the NL.
Show me a 2-bedroom in studio with in-unit laundry.
Sure, here are 9 options with in-unit washer and dryer. All you have to do is ask. Welcome back. How can I help?
Homes.com. 250 reasons to choose T-Mobile. Here's a biggie. Switch and you can save $750.
Jeremy Walken comes in to place Carroll.
Guaranteed. You can use those savings to do this. I'm more of a zipline watcher. Next, get free AAA for a year. Use it like what, buddy? There's even streaming levels on now. Hey, dude, we're not watching you. That's just the beginning. There are 250 reasons to choose T-Mobile. Find yours.
I don't know if I should use engineered stone or travertine for my patio. They're all the same. I think I'll jump in here.
No.
I encourage young homeowners to let the parent out. Tell me more about Shades of White.
You have Swiss coffee, extra Swiss coffee. You have cotton ball, snow cloud.
Let some of the leaves settle into the soil. That's where your grass is going to get its nitrogen. Nitrogen. Progressive can protect you from becoming embarrassed, but we can't protect your home model. Keep up with us. Want to know about electric resistance heating? How could I not? Okay. She's here. Rookie card bidding starts now. 5 seconds left. 2, 1, sold.
Milo, Wax Live, Shop Live. I won on eBay Live.
This with or without. You with the crew?
Where you go to high school?
Your dad put you in brown and gold. You see skis go?
You get good dog to dog?
You take a 7. Yeah, but if you don't follow.
You see big thumb for 6 hits? You see him put money in jacket?
You hit for 17 and 22. Where were you in 16?
Where were you in 23? How about 47? You see judges 62? Everybody's 50-50. Think you can beat the freeze?
They never ask who my team is. They don't have to. It's right here. Cut from the city. Visit MLBshop.com.
Eighteen % of 8 or fewer combined hit chance of 8 or fewer combined hits, and right now we've got 6. And fewest NL hits 2 in 1990. Fewest hits by both teams 7. 8. Strike 1. One. Let's foul off 1 and 2. This game's moved faster than I expected. 1-2 pitch. Chop. 1 down. Rest minutes. Two 2-0 pitch is driven to left field. Down the going. Second deck shot. 4-0. Vargas gets a home run. 4-0 AL.
It is high, it is far, it is gone! That one's driven deep to left field. There it goes! See ya!
That is ripped into right, back at the wall. See ya!
Schmidt swings at the first pitch and launches it to left center field and deep. Mitchell back, track, wall, see ya!
Kyle pops that one foul. It's now 4-0 American League. We're near the top in the Cubs case. 1-2. Strike, foul off. Two down. That's fouled off by Peterson. Oh, two. Strike three.
To you is important to us. God, I am telling you, this all just came out of nowhere. And right now, what's important to Blake is not getting in trouble with his dad. The good news is if you have accident forgiveness from Allstate, your auto rate won't go up just because of an incident, even if it is your fault. Sorry, Squirrel's fault. Because we all deserve a second chance. Right, Dad? If it's important to you, it's important to us. You're in good hands, Kelsey.
But if you could ask a man a good question, what would you ask? Can you predict the future?
Different vibes, same ingredients. We all know it's not a cookout without Pines and Kraft singles. What should I eat? Will this food spike my sugar levels?
The Freestyle Libre 3 Plus sensor tracks your glucose in real time. Libre Assist can help guide food choices. This is progress. Try for free at freestylelibre.us. I just think, tell you how I slept with someone's palm on my face. I'm not gonna say whose palm.
Here's Lewis Varland of the Blue Jays.
No preservatives. It's better food for your better half.
And
Oh, that is a delicious looking orange slice. Yeah, that's actually my son's slice. Go ahead, you can take a bite. Just kidding, that was a really good one. The larger one is the dad.
nothing outshines a blue moon. Was that a cough? Don't overthink it. Clorox kills 99.9% of germs and bacteria without smelling like it. Clorox. Clean feels good.
Did dawn days at the park help vets grow wings? Gemini on Google Cloud gave the data a good sniff and found that red teams were 18% more likely to win one-run games. Their pitchers held the visitors to 3 runs or less 46% of the time. In fact, they sent their opponents to the doghouse, showing them how complete once in every 8 games. Score one for the good boys. Catch the game like never before with Google Cloud. Well, so much for him getting overused in the postseason. It seemed like Varland pitched in every single game for the Blue Jays last year. But how about this follow-up campaign? A 110 ERA.
Ball one.
James were 19 for 19. Save opportunities. Still think Toronto's going to make a run. This young man at the plate is a star. Wood has been an all-star full seasons.
1-1.
31 home runs last year. This year, he's leading the league in slugging. He's leading the league in on base. And he's lapping the field in runs scored. He scored 89 runs in the first half. That's 21 more than the next guy. And he's still just 23.
1-2 as that goes to the backstop. The 1-2 pitch. Knuckle curve low, 2-2. Nationals offense this year at 48 and 44, fourth in the NL East. Full count. Got him looking. One down. Okay, the PCA on one. Base hit for PCA. Pitch to Goodman. Liner caught by McGonagall. 2 down. Here's Ivan Herrera taking the place of Bryce Harper. In 95 games this year, he's been hit 24 times. That's more than anybody in the majors. On. Smack to third. Throw to get the force at second. Inning over. We go to the 9th. 4-0. American League.
Who's going to hit the brakes if we need to? But we all have a voice in it, then I feel it could be better. Can AI help me be a better teacher, a better mom?
Maybe it'll show her some great things, you know? Will it create a group of people that ask more questions?
Here comes Mason Miller. No Jacob Mizorowski tonight.
Choose T-Mobile. Switch and you can save $750 on the Experience Beyond plan in the first year of extra benefits. Guaranteed. You could use those savings to do zip lines and stuff. There's lots more reasons to go. Find yours at T-Mobile.
2026 MLB All Star Game. Presented by Mastercard. All-American League in this one. 4-0. To the 9th inning we go. And if you think pitching's been nasty so far, you're in for something else right here.
Swing and a miss. Strike one. 2 more coming. Oh, 2. I know. 1-2. Strike 3. Murakami's out swinging. And Dave Roberts is going to pull Mason Miller. I mean, granted, this is the only time of the year baseball managers are able to get away with this. Pulling the pitcher after one batter. Is it going to be Mizorowski or is it going to be Duran? I would suggest Mizorowski. We'll see how it plays out. No. Busted. Duran. Then he's hit. Yeah, rabbit. Not happening. Anyway, Rosarina ground ball in the center, base hit, scooped up. So no Mizorowski tonight, huh? Ground ball. The second one, and that's it. Nothing gained. And Rafala grounds out to end the inning. We go to the ninth.
Don't share needles or pens or reuse needles. Don't take it allergic to it, or if you or someone in your family have NTC or MEN2, tell your doctor if you get a lump or swelling in your neck. Stop Zepbound and call your doctor if you have severe stomach pain or a serious allergic reaction. Severe side effects may include inflamed pancreas or gallbladder problems. Tell your doctor if you experience vision changes before scheduled procedures with anesthesia. If you're nursing, pregnant, planning to get, or taking birth control pills. Taking Zepbound with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar. The side effects include nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can cause dehydration and worsen kidney problems.
Ask your doctor about once-weekly Zepbound.
Over a century ago, our founders made a promise to each other, to their families, that they'd always take care of their own. That promise is still at the heart of everything we do. And now our members know we'll do what's right. For those who serve, their spouses, kids, and then grandkids. USAA, taking care of our own.
And it'll be Aroldis Chapman coming on at the ninth.
Watch live, shop live. On eBay Live.
Fresh, never frozen original dough made from 6 simple ingredients. Get 2 meal pizzas for $6.99 each. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's. Served as the biggest force ensuring that this All Star Game happened here in 2026. David Montgomery is a Philly native. 48 years they spent with the Phillies organization. Started off as a ticket office rep.
What the hell?
President and CEO. Philadelphia's won its All Star Game in 2019. That far in advance because of the work that he put in. Trying to make sure that it happened. Soon after that. Widely beloved here in Philadelphia.
What the fuck? First pitch to Jordan Walker in his first at bat of the night. Swinging a big cut, a split finger, and he missed it. Strike one. One one. Two one. Swing misses. 1-2. 2-2. Okay, so it's going to be an 84-game season next year for the NHL. Interesting. Swung and miss. Strike three. One down. Pop up and caught. Two down. There you go. And it looks like Chapman's coming out and coming in to close.
Boy, ain't right.
If it'll be Brian Baker to close it out.
Bundle your insurance with Liberty and Save Hunters. It's bundle your insurance with Liberty Mutual and Save Hunters. These are fun. I know they are, but let's focus. So again, leave my hair. Stubble and shave. It's not it. Bundle and save. Bundle with an N.
Is that the Epicac bottle? Oh no. This. Are you going? Oh dear God. Oh, no. Ow.
Applebee's 2 for $25 is taking your taste buds on a trip. With one full-size appetizer like the new bacon cheeseburger wonton tacos. And 2 entrees for only $25. Only at Applebee's.
Strike one. Ripped in the right field, base hit for Otto Lopez. Stewie, we've got to fix this. I just ate so much vomit. First pitch to Stewart is a strike on a slider, 0-1. Strike two. He chased a changeup in the dirt. Last chance. Soft grounder chopped up, scooped up, but Baker gets on the bounce, throws the first, and the NL gets shut out 4-0. I don't care who gets the MVP, but it was key that the first inning provided the spark for the NL to come out, for the American League to come out on top this year. Final score: American League 4, National League 0. Winning pitcher Dylan Cease, losing pitcher Christopher Sanchez. And for the 11th time in the last 13, the NL has lost the All Star Game. That's it for tonight. Comment, like, and subscribe to my channel as well as the Jedi Sports Media Network. I'm Mets 228. Goodbye. Goodbye. and goodbye, and good night, bang, and may the sports be with you always.